It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons under the lights on Thursday night.
Mere feet from where the Georgia Dome stood and the Falcons played for a quarter century. We're looking at the team's home since the 2017 season, Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Alongside my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott, and this is a matchup, Brock, that we may see many, many times in the future of this league. A couple of rookie starters leading their offenses at quarterback.
And that really does make it a measuring stick game for both of them, Kate. Rookie quarterbacks in the draft, they're always linked to each other from the moment they're tabbed as starters in their first season. And then when you get to look across and you get to play one, you know that both of them want to be the one who leads their guys to a win, because that's a victory that will be talked about both for the rest of their rookie season and beyond.
Young Kwaku has it all teed up. And away we go at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by an elite runner, one of the game's top dual-threat young quarterbacks. He was taken second in 2024, Jayden Daniels.
Jayden's the closest thing we've seen to Lamar Jackson. While there's only one Lamar Jackson, the two-time MVP, Jayden's going to push him a little bit in this league. He is a tremendous athlete. Over 1,000 yards rushing down the SEC, and he's just got the instincts, the feel to know when to run it. And man, he can also sling it. A quick, compact, accurate release. I can't wait to watch this guy's skill set unfold in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Shotgun snap to Daniels. That's taken in by Samuel. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Robinson. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3. Second down now, 7 to go. Daniels from the pistol. He's got Brown on the slant. And he's going to be marked down a yard shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. Left side, gets it out quick, and it's caught. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. He picks up 15 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. Has a man, it's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 16. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. First carry now for Austin Eckler. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
Robinson. can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
You know, Kate, these are the situations in training camp that I love more than anything to watch. You learn so much about a football team in these goal-to-go situations. You know you got to protect that goal line, and the defense, well, they did the job on first down. More to come.
And he's brought down for a loss. Now we see after that play, one of the Falcons having some trouble out there. They'll head out to look at him. So now, here's 3rd and goal. Out of the gun, Daniels. And that's a Washington touchdown. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. On the return, here's Ray McCloud. He stopped on the return at the 27. So out head the Falcons for their first possession. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
One of the big advantages of Michael Penix coming into the league is it wasn't storybook in college. In fact, he got beat up in Bloomington. Everybody remembers the end at Washington, the runner-up for the Heisman, the national title game. But he took a beating. Injuries derailed many of his years back at Indiana. And I think because of that background, because of all that gets built through that adversity, he's more than ready for everything that comes his way in the NFL.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Penix here from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
Commanders with an extra DB out there to defend this 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. They motion a receiver left. They go play action. Here's Penix. Flushed out of the pocket. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Offense to the line for second down. Another try following the sack. He's on the move. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
I know quarterbacks get paid a lot of money and a lot of glamour in this league, but today, well, this is a tough day for this QB. He's taken a beating. And whether it means changing up some of the blocking schemes, maybe mixing in a little bit of run, or heck, this quarterback getting the ball out of his hand more quickly, he's got to start protecting himself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on third and very long. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
So with the Falcons set to punt on fourth, on comes Bradley Pinion. Now this is a beauty of a kick. Gets headed out of bounds, no chance at a return or a touchback. They're going to mark it out at the 6. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. And they take the field exactly where they want it to be, Brock. Up a touchdown early and with the home crowd a little quieter than normal.
I'm not going to lie to you, Kate. I think most quarterbacks, competitors love playing on the road when they do just this. Just quiet them. Right? Turn them against their own team. They were quiet after that opening touchdown. You score another one, they're going to start to murmur, and we might even hear a few boo birds.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. From the gun, it's Daniels. Dump off caught by his back. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. Daniels back to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Commanders will have a first.
Well, there's a time to be a little finessey with the football, put a little touch on, and then there's time to put your arm into it and let it eat. Throw it right through your target's chest. This one, well, that one right there was the latter. Smart to make a fastball zing in before anyone could undercut the curl route.
On first down, here's Eckler. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Shotgun snap, they're gonna throw. That's complete to Zach Ertz. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. And that's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. Neither side separating much so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Time now for the second quarter. Commanders in possession. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. An option give to Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a first down pickup.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Another carry for Robinson. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Now Daniels to throw. Buys time, rolling. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Back to throw. Here's Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Commanders punting on 4th down, and they're going to bring out the ever-reliable lefty vets, Tressway. He fields this at the 18. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. This one returned for 11 yards. And the Falcons will take over. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go. From the shotgun, Penix. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he'll be out of bounds right along the 40. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
Look up contested catch in the football dictionary, and you'll see that. I mean, I can't critique the defense there. They're in the hip pocket of that tight end. But these contested catches, these tight ends that can separate with their hands, utilize their body, even when you're covered, you're not.
Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Motioning the tight end now. 2nd and 10. Penix to throw. He lobs it up. Looking deep. That's grabbed inside the 30. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Falcons will have a 1st.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here's Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Trying again, following the sack. Escapes the pocket. Oh, they're on him, and he's dropped again. And back-to-back takedowns behind the line of scrimmage set him up now with 3rd down.
That is now the 5th sack this offense has had to endure in the first half alone. We're on a double-digit pace here. And I'll tell you what, I know how these defensive coordinators work. They can feel the blood in the water. They are not going to stop getting after this quarterback until this offense can find a way to protect itself.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Penix now to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
They'll punt it away again. Bradley Pinion headed back out. And this will be his 2nd effort of the contest. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. Throwing now, Daniels. That one's cut along the left sideline. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Gay to add the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. Here's Jamal Agnew on the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. They haven't been able to get that offense going just yet, Brock. The deficit at 14. Penix on 1st down. Into the hands of Pitts. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Completed over the middle. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
You've heard that very common term in draft vernacular called catching radius. Let me tell you, as a quarterback, you love tight ends on drag routes because that catching radius for such a big target, and you see him, you eye him, and there's a comfort level between QB and tight end to make that connection.
Play action, here's Penix. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they make the stop, we're gonna say at about the 37-yard line. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Penix now on first down. DJ Chark there for the catch. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it.
And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Goodness gracious, this quarterback is taking an absolute beating in this first half, and you better have some ice for him ready at halftime. I'll tell you this, Kate, it has been a brutal couple quarters, and if you don't start protecting the quarterback, this guy may not make it and even finish this game.
Back to the line they go. It's second down. Throwing Penix. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Small pass, big result. This dude is just a juggernaut with the football, and once he gets rolling, it gets tougher and tougher and tougher to stop him from playing add-on with those yards.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Penix working from the gun. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that'll get him back to 11.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. The Commanders and Terry McLaurin ready for another look on offense. And they've had a real connection looking his way in our opening half. Seems pretty clear that he's the one the coverage is going to have to adjust to and start slowing down. 1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Throw complete to Eckler. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now Daniels off the play action. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete. That was intended for Deebo Samuel. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
3rd and short, Daniels. Got a man, Robinson has it. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. New set of downs for him at the 38. Daniels on 1st down. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Now the offense going to take its 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. First and 10, ball set up at the 48. Again, Daniels to the air. It's incomplete. Risky throw to the sideline. They're lucky that defender didn't keep on going down the sideline there. It's going to be second down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Daniels from the pistol. No better luck than the last play, Brock, as he just has to get rid of it. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. Third down give to Robinson. And he has a decent gain on what's going to be the final play of the half. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you south to our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Reports. Both these teams making their way out of the tunnel, and we're ready for the second half. And for the call, we send it back to Kate Scott and the other blonde bomber, Brock Hewitt.
All right, thank you, Coach, and we are back and about set to begin the second half. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. This return makes it up to the 25. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Play made by Deron Payne. No progress on first down, and that'll bring up second and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against them. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Second and 10 now. Catch made by Chark. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
So many cool fundamentals on display right there, Kate. Look the ball into your hands, number one. Don't turn your eyes away from it before it gets to you. And then when you've got that catch secured, snap that head forward and find that space upfield to turn a good play into a great play.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Penix here from the gun. Flush down out to his left. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4. From the 36. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll head out of bounds after a short gain.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
All plays on the table here for third and 3. Robinson on the inside give. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Trying for it with Penix. He finds him beyond the marker. That'll be the first and more. All the way. That's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now the Falcons offense staying on the field, lining up to go for two. He's throwing for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there, but get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Has this at the 6. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he's in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders push their lead further to start the half. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. I should know this by now, Brock. I don't know if you're a Broadway guy, but there's a lot of names that belong on the playbill for this lead we've got here, but his name belongs on the marquee as he brings in his second touchdown grab.
Yeah, a bunch of contributors all throughout this roster. No, not a Broadway guy. And with 2 scores now, it's what, a 2-score game?
Yep.
Easy to see he's been one of the key actors throughout.
Appreciate the honesty. Gay to add the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Gay now to handle the kickoff. McLeod now returning it. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Cut out left. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do.
From the 37. Finds him over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Here's Robinson up the middle. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Play made by Deron Payne. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
From the shotgun, Penix. No place to go, so he just threw it away. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Throwing now from the gun. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on third down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. It'll be Bradley Pinion doing the honors. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On first down, here's Daniels. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
Well, that one was drawn up and delivered beautifully, efficiently. If it's not circled on the call sheet already, you better believe it is now.
First down, ball at the 36. Oh, they're going to run the option to the short side. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
They'll come up first and 10. Play fake here, Daniels. The Falcons getting close, and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
All right, here we go. Second down. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he drives it up past the 45. A 4-yard run, but it doesn't help a ton. It's 3rd and 12.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign where they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Here's Daniels. Finds his target, Robinson. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
The Commanders ready for the punt. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9. Penix now to throw. That's incomplete, trying to set up the screen there.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Penix working from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. Ball at the 33 for first down. Penix now. He's on the move. He takes it himself. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They go play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And the Falcons will have a first.
Kid, I can promise you that's one of those play-action plays they've repped over the week. During practice, the both quarterback and tight end went to bed last night thinking, man, I hope this one's called. And when it is, I hope you have just a little space to operate. That play action works beautifully, and the tight end, the beneficiary.
Pitts brings it in. And they bring him down around the 34. We've reached the end of the third quarter on this Thursday night. It's Falcons football, a nice little help for them as they trail entering the quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 34. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good for an Atlanta first down.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Second and 3 now. A run here with Robinson. And he'll go down here at the 16. Pick up a 5 on that play. And the Falcons will have a first.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine. And that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
He brings it in. And they'll advance this down to the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. He couldn't get anything there, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Penix looking to pass. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons make it a 4-point game here in the 4th. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would, and it's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
They can tack on one more now, bring things back to within a field goal. And he connects there, so now another kick from him. A field goal would tie this game in the fourth. Volley set up, and it's away. Just a three-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The visitors are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. They're out and set, 1st and 10. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to one score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Brought in right side. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
It is so hard for these defenses. I don't envy them at all to try to monitor where these running backs are. Are they chipping? Are they delaying their route? He's such an underrated part of their overall passing game.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. From the 28. Has a man. It's Brown. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the play. And the Commanders will have a first. Here's a give to Robinson. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, Kate, you want to know how crazy your partner is next to you? I would love to take a fan right out of these stands and put them there on that play, just so they could feel what a 5-yard run feels like. Because it may not look like anything on the stat sheet, but I promise you if the average person felt the pain of what a 5-yard gain was, they'd have a whole new perspective.
And he's downed after getting this up to the 41.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Daniels. Completed over the middle. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first. He'll get this to Samuel. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Second and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson. And he gets it through the midfield stripe and onto the Falcons side of the field. It's a pickup of 3. They're going to need 3 more now on 3rd down. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line. No gain there, and that'll bring up 4th and a few.
Nice little welcoming party waiting for him at the line of scrimmage. No surprises that time. This defense was ready.
On now comes their punter. It'll be Tress Way doing the honors. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Commanders holding on to a field goal lead. Punt team on the field. And they could really use a good one here. And they won't be able to return this one as it sails out of bounds. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. He'll look to throw it. Into the hands of Pitts. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line.
You put up the combine times of tight ends running a 40-yard dash, and they certainly don't run as fast as the safeties or the corners in this league. But when you get them going in the right direction and you get them dragging across the field like that, well, they could still do their damage.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Setting up to pass. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
Give him 13 on that play. And it's good for an Atlanta 1st down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here. Back to throw. Escapes the pocket. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Now the give for Bijan. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. A 4-yard pickup, and they're just inches shy as we reach 3rd down.
That offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Brought in close to the 8. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won them this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
A chance to take their lead beyond.